Mic check. 1 2 1 2. What's good, people? King of the Pit TV. The band. The record by the band. Oh, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Do you know what? There's an act called The as well. And there's a... It's a nightmare. If they'd called the record something different, I'd be alright. But I know I'm going to have to repeat myself numerous times about the band's record, the band, by the band. Unbelievable stuff. And it is a band. I can't say I've never come across this act. I've never consciously listened to this band. I've never consciously become aware of the band's music, but no doubt I may have indirectly, unaware, heard a thing or two, because I'm casting judgment just on the image and where I associate this act. I do think back in the day, like, I used to be a songwriter, right? I still have an interest in songwriting, but it's not my thing no more. I learned a lot about music business through that, and that was fascinating to me, the ins and outs of... I'll tell you what, truth be told, I thought if you could learn to write a good song, by default, psychologically speaking, you'd be able to establish an audience. I learned that, don't get me wrong, it's not down to my shortcomings, but due to seeing the community around me and what they were doing and so forth, it soon became apparent the nepotistic essence of becoming a successful musician within that particular field, right? You're in a time and a place, you're lucky to whichever degree. Not to say you can't do it, but it's not based on the talent, right? You need to have an adequate foundation, of course, but if you want to get in the charts, if you want to get in the hits, no, sign the contract, all right? That's the be all and end all. Get into a position where you sign your rights and your life away. Artists aren't good business people. Good business people are good business people. You need the business, or at least your general artist does, and your general business person doesn't necessarily want to be dealing with an artist who knows their rights, who is appropriating the solicitors, who is doing so forth. This is the band. I digress, but we're talking music, and I say that to say this. When I used to write songs and so forth, I was around older people, and being around older people, I came across bands like this were a byproduct of conversation in relation to bands like this. And I'm stuttering and buttering, people. I've got my first cup of coffee of the day. Let's not waste no time. I've never listened to this band before in my life. Across the Great Divide is track number 1. There's 12 numbers on this record. It's devoted to my man Ray, who recommended this for us all to enjoy on the Patreon. Can I cast a quick judgment? I'm thinking 70s. I'm thinking... we're in the realms of Creedence. We're in the same market as Grateful Dead, albeit probably not the same style of music. Let's find out. Across the Great Divide. 1969.
Just grab your hat and take that ride. Get yourself a ride.
69 was a phenomenal year for music, wasn't it? It was Led Zeppelin won 69, I believe.
And bring your children down to the riverside. I had a goal in my younger days. I nearly wrote my will, but I changed my mind for the better. I'm at the still, had my fill, and I'm fit to kill across the great divide. Just grab your hat and take that ride. Get yourself a bride
I assume this is a remaster, right?
and bring
Richard Manuel, Rick Danko, John Simon, Robbie Robertson.
I nearly took a bus. I tried to keep my
Nice keys in the back there.
to myself. You see, it's a must, but who can you trust? Harvest moon shining down from the sky, a weary sign for all. I'm gonna leave this
Zukat says, anyone get annoyed when you mention the band and people say who? No, not the Who, the band.
one horse town. Had to stop.
That's the thing with these acts, like the Who as well. The bands of this time were just coming up with titles which were, I don't like those titles. I don't like it. It's too. No, don't get me wrong. It's a marketing ploy in itself. It kind of works because you have to talk about them in order to get across who you're referencing. But I don't know. I just think from I know it's sort of not necessarily the creative value, but from a marketing standpoint, it's just a bit tough, isn't it? It's tough to promote, tough to discuss, and I don't know, to associate your act with awkward conversation is tough, innit? Death metal bands do it. Do you know what I mean? Imagine, right? Regardless the quality of them, well, I'm not going to talk about it because it's a completely different kettle of fish to us. They're all gone now. Rest in peace.
Don't you shed a tear. Your time will surely come. You feed your man chicken every Sunday.
Someone says Bob Dylan wrote songs and hooks for the band. The band was Bob Dylan's band for his first 2 electric tours and albums. So I have to say they made each other better. Interesting. And people are disagreeing now. Bob Dylan was nowhere near as good.
Tell me, hun, what you done
My experience with Dylan is hit and miss, really.
across the great divide. Just grab your hat and take that ride. Get yourself a bride and bring your children down to the riverside.
Catch your hook. Across the great divide. La, da, 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 da. That was a good introductory tune. The production's really good. I do think it's a remaster. I'd be surprised if this was the original recording. If this was the original recording, a couple of quid definitely went into it. It's mainstream. It's Capitol Records. Tin Pan Alley, Dylan would have said. We've got Rag Mama Rag coming up next. See you there.